Right now, there are families in our region constantly checking their phones for updates on loved ones in Israel and Palestine. We'll hear what their experience is like and explore how to process the images and information coming out of the war zone.
Gusty winds across the bi-state area and chilly temperatures only in the low to mid 50s. Will we see sunshine today?
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, where you can get a free checkup, plus the events supporting cancer research today.
This is Today in St. Louis, focused on you.
Well, thank you so much for joining us at 9 a.m. We're taking a live look right now at the Siteman Cancer Center mammography van. So that's located right now on Rock Road Library Branch, which is in St. Anne. They actually just started taking patients and will be there until 3 this afternoon. We'll have much more coming up later in the show.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful month, to celebrate this. So many women in our area are affected by this, and so we're glad to be showcasing it this morning. Good morning to you. It's Saturday, October 14th. I'm Travis Cummings.
And I'm Mercedes McKay. We have a lot going on today between, that's happening at the Siteman Cancer Center, their mammography van. We also have the Blues home opener.
Yeah, woo, woo, woo.
We can feel it in the city.
Yes, we're wearing it. We're wearing it proudly. Go Blues.
I wanted to make sure it was the right blue. I got really nervous yesterday. I was like, Travis, but I've learned that every blue kind of works.
That's right.
Still learning the kinks of St. Louis blues, but
yes,
we're getting there. Well, we're also joined by Weather First meteorologist Scott Connell. Thanks so much for waking up with us today, Scott.
Yeah, Tracy has the morning off, so we're here this morning and talking about blustery conditions, relatively so. We have clouds around St. Louis today, of course, the day where we would get the annular eclipse. And yes, the eclipse is still happening. We're just not going to be able to see it because of the cloud cover. Temperature's been holding nearly steady for the last 5 or 6 hours. Still at 55 degrees. Winds, though, out of the west at 17. And those winds have been rather gusty. Not much showing up on the radar. Could there be a spritz or two west and northwest of St. Louis? Sure. It's not much. What there is a lot of is cloud cover, and it's pretty extensive across our part of the world. And that means today we're under gray skies, stiff breezes, and chilly temperatures. So we're going to see those temperatures slowly climb through the 50s, getting to around 60 or so this afternoon for the high. Don't expect to see sunshine today. If you do, consider yourself privileged because it would be just a glimpse. But also, if you happen to, and it's during the time of the partial solar eclipse, don't look at the sun directly without specialty glasses. Slim chances for any rain today, tonight, and tomorrow.
Thanks, Scott. We'll see you soon. Well, new this morning, one man is dead after an early morning crash near Lafayette Park. Now, this happened just before 6 this morning at Jefferson and Park Avenues. Right now, all we know is one car and one person were involved. We're working to learn the circumstances of the accident.
And this morning, a Reuters journalist was buried after being killed by a blast from Israeli Defense Forces in southern Lebanon just yesterday. He was providing a live signal back to Reuters at the time. The Israeli Defense Forces and Reuters are investigating. And right now, Egypt is processing a shipment of medical supplies from the World Health Organization. The suppliers were sent as aid to the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. The U.S. and Egypt are forming a plan to help Palestinians flee the Strip through the Egyptian border. And this morning, we're hearing from a Palestinian-American family here in St. Louis with loved ones trapped in Gaza.
Our Robert Townsend spoke with them about their concerns.
It's been a week since the deadly Israeli-Hamas conflict erupted, and Hazelwood restaurant owner Wissam Hamad can't stop thinking about his family.
I'm definitely worried about them all the time.
His wife, Sama, and their 4 kids live in Jerusalem. That's about a 2-hour drive from Gaza.
They're kind of all right. They're not in the middle of the happen, but it's bad. It's bad everywhere. It's hard to explain, honestly.
For the past 10 years, Hamad has run the Kozlik Mediterranean cuisine in North St. Louis County. His family has never been to his restaurant, nor to America. On Saturday, Hamad had hoped to fly home to be with his loved ones. But now as the war intensifies and tens of thousands Gazans flee their homes,
I'm really afraid to go like everybody else. But I really, at the same time, want to be with my family, with my kids.
Seeing what is occurring, not just in the Gaza Strip, but also within the occupied West Bank, has been heart-wrenching.
Hamad's niece, Naveen Ayesh, was born in St. Louis and raised in Palestine. Naveen is the government relations coordinator for the Missouri chapter of American Muslims for Palestine. She too has many concerns and fears when she watches the horrific images of lives lost, lives forever changed due to the ongoing war.
I have spent my entire 20s in our state legislature trying to educate our elected officials and just the general public, honestly, overall, about what has been happening with our families, with our friends right now. They are not alone. We want them to know they are not alone.
Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
Today, the Campaign for Human Dignity will address the crisis in the Gaza Strip. They'll be joined by other civic and religious leaders at the Robert F. Young Federal Building on Spruce Street. That's at 1 p.m.
And now we want to give you a live look at the Missouri Capitol building in Jefferson City. I think we may be skipping that story. So I spoke to a local rabbi whose brother-in-law has been called to the front lines in Israel, cutting short his honeymoon. Rabbi Jeffrey Abraham told me he's constantly checking his phone for updates on his family in Israel. While serving in any war is dangerous, he explained the mindset of Israeli citizens.
He, just like many other Israelis, almost wanted to get the call in a sense because they want to go and help to defend the country. We're the ones who are nervous and want him to be safe.
Rabbi Abraham says he's been joining other organizations this week, and he'll hold special prayers for his 3,000 strong congregation this weekend.
And Travis, special services like those are so helpful for many of us struggling right now. And even if you don't have a personal connection to Israel or Palestine, the images and videos coming from the war front are disturbing and distressing. I actually spoke with an expert from Mercy Hospital about ways to process our emotions and feelings around the war.
We need to be mindful of what we're exposing ourselves, what we're exposing our families to. Be intentional about listening to our minds, our bodies, our feelings, whether it's our faith, our family, our friends, our activities, really grounding ourselves in that self-care during these distressing times.
We have a list of mental health resources on our website, ksdk.com. That's under the As Seen on TV section. And for a link to all of our stories on the Israel-Hamas war, just text the word Israel to 314-425-5355.